What's up, everybody? With Postgame Buzz, the reason I created it is I want your kids on your youth sports team to be able to truly feel special. And that's what we do. We can make a podcast for your team with just your information or even the box score that you use. So I want to show you just how easy this can be to create a podcast for your team. And you can share it with your group chat, grandparents, parents, the rest of the team, and they will love it. So just go to postgamebuzz.me. You click on create your podcast. And the first step is it'll say select your team. And if it's your first time here, then you haven't created a team yet. So you just need to do this the very first time. You just go into team name and we'll put in Bayside Tigers, right? If you know who that is, that's the main team on the old show Saved by the Bell. We'll pick baseball and then let's just put in the a little roster here. We'll say Zach Morris. He's probably number 5. I don't know. We'll say AC Slater. Seems like a double-digit number. We'll say number 20. We'll go with Kelly. Got to have her on there. She'll be number 10. We will put Lisa. She will be number 25. Just making them up here. And then, of course, we got to have Screech. Screech will be number 55. All right. And you'll put in your entire roster on here. Doesn't take very long. And again, you only have to do it one time, maybe in the beginning of the season if you're going to make a podcast weekly for your team. But put that on there, hit save team, and then it will show up right here immediately. You can just select it from this point forward. If you ever need to edit it, you can. You can just go to My Teams and edit it from there. But yeah, if you ever need to edit that, you certainly can do that. So today we're going to play the Valley Bulldogs. That was their rival on Saved by the Bell. And let's say they won 10-3. Now, here's where you can upload a PDF from GameChanger, or if you're playing a different sport, a PDF from whatever your scorekeeping instrument is, whatever the app is. But you don't have to use the PDF. The PDF, it has a box score in it. And of course, that will help the podcasters say, oh, somebody was 3 for 3. Somebody shot 60% from the field. All of those things that can be gotten from a box score. But if you don't have that, then you can just go to Describe Game. You can also go to Describe Game even if you upload a PDF. But in here, we're just going to say what happened in the game. And I'm going to say the Tigers played great today. And I'm going to say AC Slater pitched an amazing game, only giving up 3 runs. Yeah, I guess he gave up all 3 of the runs on their 10-3 win. I'm going to say Zach Morris hit a home run in the 2nd inning. And then I'm going to say, of course, his girlfriend, Kelly, it's Kelly Kapowski, met him at home plate to greet him. And I'm going to say Lisa played first base wonderfully. And then I'm going to say, despite the fact that Screech kept on bothering her. And I'm just going to leave it at that. I mean, what do we have? 1, 2, 3, 3.5 sentences on here. This is not much info, but you can put as much info or as little info as you want. The more info you put in here, the more the podcasters will have to work with to make a good podcast. If you're on mobile, I think talk to text works really well right here, where you can just kind of say in your own words what happened, and the software will take care of it from there. But we've got everything we need there. I'm going to hit next. This is your chance to review the roster. Make sure it's everything that you want it to be. You can always edit it through this link if you want to. And then we're going to go, this is your last chance. It's a lot like step 2, just putting in what you want. But if there's a special thing that you want the podcasters to emphasize, this is your chance to do that. So right here, I'm going to say, Coach has really been working on infield defense this week. And I'm going to say it really paid off in this game. All right. And especially if you're a coach, you want to show how what you worked on is actually being implemented in a game, you can do that. You'll have to agree to the terms of service. Make sure that you have the credits that you have bought. And if you don't have the credits, you can get even just a one-off credit, just a one-time podcast. If you don't want to commit to a recurring subscription, you can just do that. Then you just hit make podcast. Now, at this point, it will start doing its processing. It takes anywhere from 7, 8 to 20 minutes. The kids would say 6, 7, right? It takes a bit of time. You can walk away. You can go do something else. Put up all the equipment into the back of your truck, whatever you need to do while this thing is processing, and then it will have a full-fledged podcast for you to be able to share here in a little bit. So since this takes a few minutes, I'm just going to speed this up so you don't have to wait for that while we're doing this video, and then let's check out what the product will look like. All right, and just a few minutes later, it says the podcast is ready. That one took about 10 minutes, but it can take a little bit longer there. But we can go to it here, and you can see it ended up, we didn't give much time, so it ended up being a 2-minute and 19-second podcast. Yeah, if you'll go into it, and it usually takes another minute or so, but it will create a little background video for it as well. So you can check that out. See if I can get that on here. There we go. Yeah, so you can see that probably took 30 seconds more, and I just refreshed, and it has this little background video. But let's see what it came up with. I love the little guitar intro.
Welcome, everyone. What a game we had today with the Bayside Tigers taking on the Valley Bulldogs. The Tigers really showed up, securing a fantastic win.
They certainly did, Michael. The Bayside Tigers defeated the Valley Bulldogs with a final score of 10-3.
And you can see so far, I'll just interrupt here, it has the exact score that we gave it, gives kind of a little upbeat intro, and then it's a 2-person podcast.
A truly dominant performance from start to finish.
It was. And, Coach has really been emphasizing infield defense this week.
Another thing that we mentioned.
It definitely paid off in this game with the team looking incredibly sharp.
That focus on defense was clear. The Tigers played great today overall, but we have to highlight some individual brilliance, especially from the mound. AC Slatter, number 20.
I told you that sometimes you'll get some AI mispronunciations of things, and anybody that's watched Saved by the Bell knows it's AC Slater, and sometimes they will mispronounce something.
An amazing game, only giving up 3 runs.
Absolutely. AC Slatter's pitching was brilliant. He truly held the Valley Bulldogs offense in check. But the Tigers weren't just about defense and pitching. They brought the bats too.
They certainly did, and one moment that stands out is...
Gotta mention the Zach Morris home run, right?
Zach Morris, number 5, hitting a home run in the 2nd inning. That really got the crowd energized.
And of course, his girlfriend, Kelly, number 10, was right there to meet him at home plate to greet him.
All right, so I'm just going to mute it right here while it's still going forward. So it mentioned everything that we talked about. It hit the home run. Kelly's going to meet him at home plate. I'm sure it's going to mention the screech thing that I mentioned, that he was bothering Lisa as she was trying to play first base. It mentions anything that you have, anything that you thought was important is in the podcast.
Feel and focus during the game.
Despite some distractions, Lisa kept her composure. Screech, number 55, played a bit of a disruptive role, bothering her at times, but it didn't seem to affect her excellent play.
That's right. Even with that, Lisa maintained her concentration.
That makes me kind of chuckle a little bit there.
It really highlights the strong individual efforts we saw today.
So a big win for the Bayside Tigers, 10-3 against the Valley Bulldogs. With top performers like AC Slatter, Zach Morris, and Lisa leading the way, it was a memorable game.
Indeed, a great all-around team victory with strong pitching, powerful hitting, and excellent infield defense. The Bayside Tigers truly earned this win.
Yep, there you go. So real simple. Obviously, I just put 3 or 4 sentences in there, and you could just do that too, and it would give you a nice little podcast. Most of the podcast ends up being a little over between 3 and 5 minutes, somewhere in there. But the information that they use to make the podcast is everything that you put in there. Anyway, this is really simple. This just took a few minutes to be able to make. Most of the time was the generation time that I kind of did a little speed up there. So check it out. You can also make these shareable. Right? If I hit the share podcast button, I can share it to X, I can share it to Facebook, and get it anywhere on there. You can go to it later If you want to go to my podcasts and hit the share button there, you can get the same thing. And one of the easiest things to do is, you can share just this link here. You can just hit copy link and then put that link in Facebook. It's so easy. Put it in whatever your group messaging is for your team, and it just gets so easy to be able to do. So check that out. If you have any questions about how to use Postgame Buzz, just put them in the comments. I'll be happy to answer them. It's a great tool, and it's something that I honestly believe that your players will be thankful that they got. It just makes them feel special, makes them get to relive the big moments in the game. And I don't know. I think every kid should be able to have that feeling of feeling like a big leaguer, if you will, like they're on Sports Center. So enjoy, guys. Give me a comment if you have any questions about anything, or let me know how you're using Postgame Buzz.